Howdy do, fella kids. It is the professional Hadilweed here, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm doing a first ride on the 2020 Yamaha MT-03. And this video wouldn't be possible without Freedom Powersports up here in Canton, Georgia. They have some really nice people and a really nice inventory, including this here MT-03. And they are still open even with the ongoing crisis that's going on in the world. Just be sure you have an appointment. Things. So, the 2020 model year is the first year that the MT-03 has come here to the United States of America. So, appearance. I really do like it. And if there's one thing that I'm going to complain about the looks, is that the front end, it looks like a Bionicle. And one other thing is it almost looks like the horn here was an afterthought. Pretty prominent, like just there, like almost as if they're like, oh crap, we have to add a horn, and they're like, hey, just put it there, no one will notice. I noticed. But apart from that, I do dig the looks of this. Even the Bionicle front end does give it a nice aggressive look. It's got these here air ducts, which actually are functional. They kind of go in there. If you kind of block off the front half, the rest of it just looks like an R3, because that's essentially what it is, but in naked bike form. Alright, and with all that out of the way, let's hop on this thing, and let's get her cranked up. Yep, sounds like an R3. Alright, let's get going. I'm quite liking the seating position. I'm not saying that the R3 is aggressive by any means, but but this definitely has more of an upright seating position, and it's a lot more comfortable, if I'm gonna be honest. Acceleration. Not bad, not bad. It has the same 321cc twin parallel engine that comes from the R3, but in MT form. So as far as horsepower goes, you have roughly 43 horsepower. If that was wrong, then I corrected myself on the screen. It has a, why are you turning at 2 miles an hour? Alright, here's a little bit of a handling test. It's pretty good. It has quite of a narrow tire in the back, which does somewhat help with the agility. And another thing I noticed is that the clutch it's a super easy clutch. So say if you buy this, I can't see anything in that mirror. Say if you buy this and like you hop on it and you go, oh right, I don't know how to ride a motorcycle. You'll figure it out eventually. But say if this isn't your first bike and you want to get back into riding, and this would be a good bike to start on, you know, to get your knees back in the breeze, in case if that's something that you've been lacking in your life, then this would be a good viable option. Well, I was going to turn around in Williamson Bros, but they're blocked off because of this whole coronavirus. I guess this is a good time to do a Yui. Slow speed maneuvers is absolutely nice. Or, say if you just want to get a daily commuter and get really good gas mileage, this is another good option. In case if you're running late for work, you can still get there quite quickly. Or if you just want to take your time, you'll get really good gas mileage. Here's the numbers on screen. Yeah, I'm actually quite glad that they brought this to the US, because it's a market that they haven't quite gotten into. Because there's a bunch of other like lower displacement upright naked bikes that are coming out. So Yamaha is just like, let's get on over there. So how does this compare to the R3? The R3 has a lot more fairings around you, so there's a lot more wind deflection. And there's not a whole lot of wind deflection here. Don't know if that's a big deal to you, but if it is, then there's that to take into consideration. Alright, here's this corner again. Corning's really fun on this, actually. Like, it's not intimidating or anything, but this would definitely be a really fun mountain bike. Because up in the mountains, people with like 1,000 cc's give it just a little bit of throttle and then they're off. And then a little bit of throttle and then they're off. But on this, you can actually give it a good amount of juice and then dip in the corners and whatnot. And I guess the power on this isn't neck breaking. So if it is your first bike, you're not going to get into any speeds that you're going to get uncomfortable with just by like sneezing. Because with the R1 I recently reviewed, you just barely gave it any gas. So if you sneezed, the second you open your eyes, you're at like 140. And it's just not a good time. Alright, so opinions. I actually thoroughly enjoyed riding this. If you are looking for your first bike, I would suggest checking one of these out. And another opinion of mine is I would prefer the black over the ice fluo or the blue. It just gives it a nice stealthy look. Really stealthy. But that is where I'm going to start wrapping up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure you show some support by dropping a like. If you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button. And most importantly, be sure you hit that booty. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.